What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including The Rock's daughter Ava goes off, Jey Uso goes off on fans, did WWE cancel Royal Rumble returns? What has happened to Chris Jericho? Fans are calling out for a huge change in WWE. A WWE Hall of Famer back full-time? Concern for a WWE star? Does WWE want Vince McMahon back? And much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at WrestleMania main events revealed. Our top story today looks ahead to WrestleMania as we are officially on the road to WrestleMania 42. Now that the Royal Rumble is in the rear view, WWE has planted the seeds for the two respective main events for WrestleMania this year, and a new report from the Wrestling Observer has offered some clarity on what two big matches fans can expect on the show itself. As most would expect, right now the plan for WrestleMania is Roman Reigns vs CM Punk and Cody Rhodes vs Drew McIntyre. Jacob Fatu could be added to that match. Now, the previous creative plans for WrestleMania were to see Reigns take on Rhodes in their third installment. However, it was claimed that due to creative not coming to an agreement, both men were moved into a new direction. Fans are extremely critical of seeing Rhodes versus McIntyre again, so inserting Jacob Fatu is without a doubt the right thing to do here. In relation to the women, we know that Liv Morgan will be challenging for one of the world titles, and this is likely to be Stephanie Vaquer's title on the Raw brand. This leaves WWE Women's Champion Jade Cargill without a challenger. And there is a concern that if Bianca Belair isn't medically cleared, then Cargill will be out of options for the show. A WWE could always run back Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton, but this is a match that WWE spammed heavily in 2025, and there will definitely be a lack of desire from fans to see this match again. Next up, Jey Uso crashes out and goes out at fans. Now, there was a lot of debate during the 2026 Royal Rumble of Jey Uso's spot, the fact that he reran his entrance during the Rumble itself. While it definitely got some laughs, some people say that it had no place to be in the Rumble at all. But now Jey Uso is hit back at the haters, saying in an IG story, "Man, y'all really don't deserve my family, for real." He's definitely frustrated with the backlash not just towards him, but to his whole family. This probably comes after when Roman Reigns won the 2026 Royal Rumble. There was a huge number of dislikes on WWE's YouTube channel. Not as many as Jey winning the 2025 Royal Rumble, but still quite up there. Is Jey Uso now sick of the hate? Next up, The Rock's daughter Ava goes off. Ava is no longer a WWE contracted talent, and the former NXT GM has wasted no time in voicing her opinion. Following a departure being made official, she took to X to take aim at ICE and the US government. And now that I can say this with my full chest, middle finger emoji, ICE and that entire administration. Now, it does appear that Ava has now deleted her social media profiles, so hopefully she's doing okay. But when it comes to the real reason why she exited WWE, numerous reports suggested that she didn't want to be a WWE star anymore, and Body Slam Plus via Patreon even stated that WWE offered her an increase when it came to her salary. Sources indicated to Body Slam that WWE offered Ava an increase in money to stay with the company, but she turned it down and decided that it was ultimately time to leave. Some within WWE believe that she will end up working with her parents in some capacity. This has now left NXT with a sitting general manager, and former WWE star Shayna Baszler has already thrown her hat into taking over the role via X. Next up, did WWE cancel Royal Rumble returns? Did WWE cancel a number of high-profile Royal Rumble returns? Well, this speculation comes from names such as Paige and Karrion Kross being rumored for the big show, but according to Fightful Select, neither of these names were approached to appear on the show. Saraya and Karrion Kross were not approached for the WWE Royal Rumble per sources. Now, Paige return to WWE is still heavily rumored on social media, while Kross seems content with his work on the independent circuit. It was also reported by Fightful Select that popular WWE star Kit Wilson was discussed for the match, but WWE ultimately passed on including him, which is a damn shame as he might have got a decent reaction from the crowd. Next up, where is Chris Jericho? One of the names that fans firmly expected to see at the Rumble was Chris Jericho. Jericho has been rumored to return to WWE for months now, and WWE delivering tributes to Jericho during key matches last year was taken as a sign that he was returning to the company. In the latest update when it comes to the first ever WWE Undisputed Champion, it's been reported via Fightful Select that Jericho is not factored into any WWE plans currently. Despite reports elsewhere claiming that Jericho's deal has officially expired with AEW and that he was WWE bound, we've been told for weeks that Jericho has not been factored into WWE plans. The 55-year-old Jericho was never brought up for the Raw on Netflix anniversary show and was not a Royal Rumble participant. Sources in WWE that we've spoken to say that there's interest in Chris Jericho from WWE should he become available. However, that just hasn't happened yet. Now it's been confirmed that he remains on AEW's roster page and thus remains under AEW contract. Jericho signed a contract extension with AEW in 2022 that took him through the 2025 year. However, pro wrestling isn't obligated like MLB, NBA and the like to disclose extensions, freezes or the like. He remains on AEW's roster page and under contract. Now it's possible that Jericho could return in time for WrestleMania, or WWE may wish to save his big return for the night after WrestleMania, which is often used to bring back huge attractions. Next up, WWE stars are receiving rave reviews. Now, whilst the 2026 Royal Rumble was certainly a mixed bag, numerous wrestlers had breakout moments in the match. Names like Sol Ruka, Kiana James and Lash Legend all received props from the fans on social media. And reports indicated that numerous names including Ruka, Obafemi and Javon Evans received rave reviews for their performances in the respective matches. Those in the company were raving about the performances of Sol Ruka and Obafemi yesterday. There was also a lot of praise for Javon Evans. The feeling was last night was the true start of getting new names established for the future. And there are calls from fans to see Ruka called up to the main roster with immediate effect, and with how hot the crowd reacted to her during the Rumble, this will make all the sense in the world. Ruka was presented in the final 3 of the match, which is a prestigious position to be in, so WWE would be smart to follow this up with a meaningful storyline on either Raw or SmackDown. Next up, we're in a new era. Now at this point, it's become a tagline for Triple H when he ushers in a new era. This guy's ushered in about 12 new eras in the last 6 months. Okay, maybe not that many, but at WrestleMania 40 it was a new era, at Saturday night's main event when John Cena retired, it was the beginning of a brand new era, and now at the Royal Rumble, this is the start of a new era. As during the Royal Rumble post-show, Triple H stated, "I think this might be one of my favourite Rumbles for a lot of reasons. I think the moment you see here tonight where Roman Reigns and Liv Morgan winning the Rumble, but in another sense, almost a passing of the torch moment for a lot of talent coming in the door. Obafemi, Javon, Trick, Royce Keys, Lola Vice, Sol Ruka, JC Jane, Kalani Jordan, Kiana James, Lash Legend Wright, all of these folks coming in here, making a statement, putting the top people on notice that a new era is upon us and the future is bright." Seriously, the next time this guy ushers in a new era, it's going to be on some random episode of SmackDown in Boston. Next up, WWE fans are calling for change. As is typical the day after a WWE PLE, we now know the info thanks to PW Insider as to who produced the key matches for the show. For those unaware, the producers for the match helped put the match together, and the success of the match structure is usually down to them exclusively. When it came to the men's Royal Rumble match, this year's installment was produced by Bobby Roode, Michael Hayes, Shane Helms, and Jamie Noble, whereas the women's match was produced by Tyson Kidd, P.T. Williams, Jason Jordan, and Kenny Dykstra. The men's Rumble was heavily panned by fans, and there are calls for WWE to freshen up the names in the producer role, as well as the creative team. Michael Hayes is getting a lot of the blame on social media today, as his appearance on WWE Unreal Season 2 hasn't exactly enamored him with fans. There's also calls for WWE to give some female legends a producer role or a role within the creative team. The teams are dominated by men, and it would be nice to shake things up by getting some more input from some of the female stars of yesteryear. One WWE name who has been very busy during the show was Raw General Manager Adam Pearce. Pearce had numerous appearances on the pre-show, but he's also given the elite task of producing AJ Styles' final ever WWE match. The match received universal acclaim from fans, so naturally, Pearce is receiving his flowers on social media today, and rightly so. Next up, a WWE name calls out Roman Reigns. Coming out of the Royal Rumble, there's concern from fans that Roman Reigns isn't going to be around to build up his WrestleMania World Title showdown versus CM Punk. These concerns were amplified when Triple H stated that he didn't know when Reigns would next be on WWE programming, and WWE correspondent Sam Roberts has now chimed in with similar concerns that fans are sharing. Speaking on his podcast today, Roberts stated, "Royal Rumble had a lot of stuff going on in it, some of it great, some of it not great, but Roman Reigns' story to me was the centerpiece of it. I truly hope that this is not okay, Roman wins the Rumble and we'll continue this story in 2 months, because it's such a difficult thing to do. I mean, it's one thing to tell a story in wrestling when you have television every week to slowly progress the story." Roberts would add that it's going to be hard to tell the story without Reigns attached to the TV product. Like, this is The Sopranos and we have to wait 2 years before season 5 starts. That's a difficult thing to do. Once season 5 starts, we're going to be on board and we're going to be loving it. But for those 2 years, it's going to get tricky. I would love to see Roman Reigns back to tell this story, the story that brings him back into the main event of WrestleMania. Roberts is spot on here, and hopefully Reigns agrees to work more dates on the road to WrestleMania 42, otherwise CM Punk will be doing all of the work on his own. Next up, a WWE Hall of Famer back full time. That's positive news for fans of Brie Bella. Brie returned at the Royal Rumble this past weekend and received one of the biggest ovations of the entire weekend. But now it's been reported via the Wrestling Observer that this isn't a one-time only appearance and Bella will be back on TV for the time being. This has now led to speculation that the Bellas could potentially compete for the tag titles at WrestleMania 42 in April. Next up, concern for a WWE star. Piper Niven has been out of action with a neck injury for a number of months now, and the latest report on her condition has offered some clarity on her status. According to Fightful Select's Q&A series, the injury is a bad one, but according to Chelsea Green, it's not looking to be a career ender. The injury is a bad one, but when I interviewed Chelsea Green, she didn't seem to think that it was going to be career-ending, but they had to figure out what was wrong and be cautious. Piper Niven is a universally adored talent backstage and one of the friendliest people in wrestling. Chelsea Green and Alba Fyre had been adamant about not wanting to just replace Piper with someone else. And neck injuries are the type of injury that WWE takes extremely seriously, so it's understandable why there is concern from both fans and WWE themselves. And finally, does WWE want Vince McMahon back? Our final story today looks at rumors relating to Vince McMahon. There's been speculation for a few months now that McMahon has been involved in WWE in some capacity, and these rumors came from the fact that McMahon has been featured in highlight videos, and he was even pictured in a video package at 2026's Royal Rumble. However, according to Fightful Select's latest Q&A series, McMahon has not been seen in WWE in any capacity. If by around you mean WWE, no. He's not secretly running creative. He's not been backstage whatsoever. He wasn't discussed for John Cena's last match. I haven't heard anything about anyone consulting him for creative or any connection in that regard. This should therefore put the rumors to bed that McMahon isn't secretly linked to WWE again or could be eyeing up a WWE comeback. But there you have it, folks, and Jesus, my voice is absolutely shot right now. It's been a long weekend with the Rumble, and this should definitely prove that I'm not AI, right? But as always, I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.